Today I'm going to share my experience at, I can never say it right, Vajrasana, I cannot say it, at the LBC London Buddhist Center retreat, which is in the countryside. So I've just returned from this retreat last night. And I wanted to record this video while my memory is still fresh and share my experience.
Really eye-opening.
So the LBC offers a range of retreats, and the one that I've done the previous weekend is a 2.5-day retreat. Basically it starts Friday evening and it finishes Sunday afternoon, and the one I've done is called Buddhism and Meditation Weekend. And this is the first time I've done this retreat. Not the first time at the retreat center though, because about 3 months ago I did the yoga for meditation retreat at the same center. First of all, the LBC retreat center is absolutely stunning.
I did not see it coming at all.
Absolutely beautiful. It's purposely built for this reason, to run retreats. So they designed it and built it, and it is just amazing. Before I start, I want to say that obviously my experience is my experience, and even though it's the same retreat, everybody will have a different experience.
Very confusing.
So I'm just sharing with you in case you're curious or you're interested in going. And yeah, so first of all, I absolutely loved it and I can definitely recommend it. The retreat in itself was not a silent retreat. Obviously during the meditation we would be in silence, but it wasn't a silent retreat in itself where you are silent through the entire retreat. However, there was more silence in the retreat than I originally expected. So for example, one night somebody of the team would come forward and say, okay, and now we're going to be in silence until such and such time. And that was a surprise, but I must say for me personally it was very positive. I really enjoyed that silence. The team always called it like a friendly silence, a vibrant silence. And that's really how I experienced it. However, not everybody did. Some people said they hated it, and some people like me said that they loved it. What I loved the most is just knowing that we're not all on the same journey, but we are in a way this weekend because we're together at this retreat and everybody came for the same reason. What I really loved is when I made myself a cup of tea or a coffee and I was sitting with everybody else in the lounge room in the silence and looking outside into the greenery, into the beauty of the countryside, and just knowing that right in this moment I am at peace. Bam! I am not going to look at my phone. So at this retreat, when you come, you are aware that you're not going to give your phone in. Like I've been at a retreat where you actually have to hand your phone in. You don't have to hand your phone in. However, you are asked to turn your phone off. So I put my phone on airplane mode. Temptation. Because I don't have a watch and I just sometimes look at the phone for the time, but that's literally the only time I look. They also offer for you that if you feel tempted to go on your phone, check your messages, that sort of thing, that you can hand it in to one of the team members and get it back at the end of the retreat. I didn't do that, but basically you're encouraged to not be on your phone, not be on any screens whatsoever, and it just that feels so peaceful because we live in a society where most of us are so addicted to our phones, are so addicted to social media. And when you come off that completely, it's just so harmonious and peaceful, and you have the opportunity to clear your mind, to empty your mind.
I love it.
To sort out your mind. So I did a lot of journaling, a lot of efficient thinking. And by that I mean not the sort of spiraling thinking that goes on in our mind so much. What I mean is really intentional thinking.
Heavy.
Why did I come on this retreat? What do I want to find out about myself? What do I want to find out about others? What do I want to implement when I leave here?
I'm ready.
So last night and also today, I've been feeling like I want to ditch my reality shows that I'm watching all the time. I want to ditch eating meat. I'm not a vegetarian or vegan. That's just my feelings today. I'm not saying this is what I'm actually going to do long term, but I just want to share how I feel the day after the retreat. And that's not because they promoted being vegetarian or vegan.
I did not see it coming.
Now at the retreat you only eat vegan food. That's just how the event is run. But they don't otherwise go around promoting that. I just have this feeling like I want to do that, or at least I want to lessen my meat intake, which I already have over time, but even lessen it even more.
Very confusing.
There was one other thing and now I can't think of it. So the way the retreat is structured is that you get woken up by a bell at 6:30 in the morning, and then the first meditation is at 7 a.m. and then after the meditation or meditations you have breakfast, and then I think there is another meditation, then lunch. Basically, I'm not gonna go through the entire schedule, but it is a mix between meditation, meal times, breaks, group work, some group exercises, and just being with yourself. On one of the evenings we did like a little ritual. I don't know what it's called, but we were outdoors and we were burning some incense, and I just love the smell of these incense, and it was such a beautiful evening. We were so lucky with the weather. During the day it was raining and at night it was sunny. Now maybe you'll think, how's that good weather? Well, you're mainly in the big room for the meditation during the day anyways, but at night we had that ceremony outdoors, so it was really nice that the weather was beautiful. And it's just so nice after a day of meditation if the sky is blue at the end of the night and you get to see the beautiful sunset, and it is just incredible. So at the moment here in the UK the weather keeps changing, but for this particular weekend it just worked out. Some people went for walks, I personally didn't. I was just content with being at the center. I didn't take any naps, even though I was tired here and there. It's not that you can't take any naps. The team actually encourages you to do what's right for you, what your body asks you to do. But I just wanted to take in the beauty of this retreat center every single moment of the day. So when we had a break, I just didn't want to go and have a nap. I wanted to be in the lounge room. I just wanted to be there and soak it all in. It was just so beautiful. And while I was there, I was reading a book and it's called Life with Full Attention. And it had the most beautiful lessons. Now, I didn't get to read the whole book because I was only there for 2.5 days, but I read about half of it. And honestly, it had such amazing lessons. The more time you spend away from your phone and clearing out your mind, you have these, or I had these epiphanies, these insights. I just started to look at things from a different angle. I just completely de-stressed, and I started to feel more love in my heart again. While I was there, I wanted to get to the bottom of certain questions I had. And when I say questions, I mean questions to answers that lie within me. And I was able to get these answers during the retreat. I didn't arrive with a lot of expectations. I just arrived with the hope to get the answers. So I made sure that when there was time, whenever something came to my mind, I would always grab my journal and just write it out. Like the first 1.5 days, I was journaling a lot. And then on the last day, I only journaled a little because I felt like I had come to the bottom of the answers that I needed. And that was really useful. And then the group in itself, everybody was so kind and friendly. And I had some really lovely conversations with people. And particularly on the last day, we had a group meeting where everybody shared their experience at the retreat. And that was particularly nice because everybody, like I said in the beginning, we were all in the same place doing the same things, but regardless, everybody has a different experience. And it was just really nice hearing from different people what their experience was. And then at the end of that, we had like a bit of a discussion, and that was really helpful too. And overall, the retreat really exceeded my expectations. I really loved the group, the center, the food, the teachings, the silence, the weather. Not very often in my life can I actually say that I've enjoyed something almost every minute. I guess reading the book Life with Full Attention also helped me do that. I really focused on just taking it all in and really enjoying every single moment of this retreat. And then when the retreat finished, I just felt like it was complete. I wasn't sad that it was finished. I was just happy for what I'd experienced up until this point. I was happy to come back to London. I was just happy. And I didn't mention this in the beginning, but I booked this retreat, and then I was, for different reasons, thinking of changing it to later in the year. And then in the end I didn't, and I feel that that was just right. I felt like I was meant to be there, and I was meant to have the insights and lessons that I had while I was there, and that was just really beautiful. So this video is obviously not sponsored by the LBC. I'm just sharing my experience, but if you were thinking about going on a retreat, I can definitely recommend it. And like I said, they have various retreats. This is just one of them. I guess that's all. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. So subscribe to my channel for more videos to come, and I'll see you next time. Bye!